Are you a history buff? Test your World War I knowledge with these shocking riddles. Dive deep into the gripping mysteries and astonishing innovations of World War I with our interactive flashcards. From enigmatic assassinations that sparked global conflict to the revolutionary birth of tanks and the gritty realities of trench warfare, explore the untold stories that shaped the Great War. Perfect for history enthusiasts of all ages, this video will challenge your knowledge and leave you captivated by the vivid tales from one of history's most pivotal eras. Riddles flashcards. Number 1. Riddle. What event set off a chain reaction that started World War I? Clue. A high-profile figure met his end in Sarajevo. Answer. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Brief history. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip, a member of a Serbian nationalist group. This event triggered a series of alliances and declarations of war, marking the start of World War I. Number 2. Riddle. Which organization was responsible for Franz Ferdinand's assassination? Clue. They called themselves Young but were part of a secretive and revolutionary group. Answer. Young Bosnia, aided by the Black Hand. Brief history. Young Bosnia was a Bosnian separatist group seeking to liberate Serbia from Austro-Hungarian rule. They were supported by the Black Hand, a secret Serbian military organization. Number 3. Riddle. Which two countries declared war first, officially starting World War I? Clue. One was an empire, the other a smaller Balkan nation. Answer. Austria-Hungary and Serbia. Brief history. Following Franz Ferdinand's assassination, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia on July 28, 1914. This declaration led to a domino effect, pulling many nations into the conflict. Number 4. Riddle. What was first introduced during World War I to save coal and improve efficiency? Clue. It has to do with changing clocks. Answer. Daylight savings time. Brief history. The United States introduced daylight savings time on March 19, 1918, as part of the Standard Time Act to conserve coal during the war. Number 5. Riddle. What life-saving device did Marie Curie make portable during World War I? Clue. It helps see what's beneath the surface of the body. Answer. The portable X-ray machine, nicknamed Petites Curies. Brief history. Marie Curie developed portable X-ray machines during World War I, allowing medics to treat wounded soldiers more effectively on the battlefield. Number 6. Riddle. What material replaced cotton for surgical dressings during World War I? Clue. It was made from paper but stronger and more absorbent. Answer. Cellucotton. Brief history. Invented in 1914 by Kimberly Clark, cellucotton was cheaper and 5 times more absorbent than cotton, helping address shortages during the war. Number 7. Riddle. What was the name of the type of battleship widely used during World War I? Clue. Its name suggests fearlessness. Answer. Dreadnought. Brief history. Introduced in 1906 by the British Royal Navy, dreadnought battleships revolutionized naval warfare with their advanced weaponry. Number 8. Riddle. Which ship's sinking pushed the United States closer to war? Clue. It was a passenger ship torpedoed by German U-boats. Answer. RMS Lusitania. Brief history. On May 7, 1915, the German U-boat attack on RMS Lusitania killed 128 Americans, increasing U.S. support for entering the war. Number 9. Riddle. When did the United States officially declare war on Germany? Clue. It was 2 years after the Lusitania incident. Answer: 1917. Brief history. On April 6, 1917, the U.S. declared war on Germany, joining the Allies and shifting the balance of power in World War I. Number 10. Riddle. What type of warfare defined World War I, leaving soldiers in muddy, dangerous conditions? Clue. Soldiers spent weeks or months in these narrow, deep lines. Answer: trench warfare. Brief history. Trench warfare dominated World War I battlefields, leading to stalemates and horrific living conditions for soldiers. Number 11. Riddle. Which battle is considered the longest of World War I? Clue. It lasted nearly a year, fought on French soil. Answer: the Battle of Verdun. Brief history. Fought between France and Germany from February to December 1916, the Battle of Verdun lasted 302 days and resulted in over 700,000 casualties. Number 12. Riddle. What battle during World War I claimed the most lives? Clue. It's known for its staggering 1 million casualties. Answer: the Battle of the Somme. Brief history. Fought from July to November 1916, the Battle of the Somme was one of the deadliest battles in history, with over 1 million soldiers killed or wounded. Number 13. Riddle. What type of underground structures were dug by soldiers to protect themselves during battles in World War I? Clue. These were long, narrow ditches that stretched across battlefields. Answer: trenches. Brief history. Trench warfare became a defining feature of World War I. Soldiers lived, fought, and often died in these muddy, disease-filled trenches. They stretched for hundreds of miles, particularly on the Western Front, and created a stalemate between opposing forces. Number 14. Riddle. What were the heavily armored German airships used to bomb cities during World War I? Clue. They floated in the sky and looked like giant cigars. Answer: Zeppelins. Brief history. Zeppelins were used by Germany to carry out bombing raids on Britain and other Allied territories. Although they caused terror, they were vulnerable to attack and eventually became less effective as the war progressed. Number 15. Riddle. What disease swept through the world during the final year of World War I, killing millions of people? Clue. This deadly illness was nicknamed after a European country but wasn't limited to it. Answer: the Spanish flu. Brief history. The Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 infected 1/3 of the world's population and killed over 50 million people, far more than the war itself. Soldiers traveling across borders helped spread the disease rapidly. Number 16. Riddle. What was the nickname for the German soldiers during World War I? Clue. It's also the name of a type of vegetable. Answer: the Huns. Brief history. Allied soldiers nicknamed German troops Huns, drawing from historical references to the nomadic warriors of Central Asia. It was meant to portray them as barbaric, but it also served as propaganda to rally support against Germany. Number 17. Riddle. What was the name of the secret message Germany sent to Mexico, asking them to attack the United States? Clue. It sounds like a type of code, and it was intercepted by the British. Answer: the Zimmermann telegram. Brief history. In 1917, Germany sent the Zimmermann telegram to Mexico, promising them U.S. territory if they joined the war on Germany's side. The British intercepted and revealed the message, leading to increased American support for joining the Allies. Number 18. Riddle. What nickname was given to the inexperienced American soldiers who joined World War I late in the war? Clue. It sounds like a baking ingredient. Answer: Doughboys. Brief history. American soldiers were nicknamed doughboys, although the exact origin is debated. Some say it came from the dough-like appearance of their uniforms, while others believe it refers to a type of flour paste used to clean their belts. Number 19. Riddle. What terrifying weapon, now banned, was used for the first time during World War I and caused panic on the battlefield? Clue. It wasn't a bomb or a gun, but it spread silently through the air, making soldiers choke and cover their faces. Answer: poison gas. Brief history. Poison gas was first used in World War I by the Germans during the Second Battle of Ypres in 1915. The gas, usually chlorine or mustard gas, caused severe burns, blindness, and lung damage, leading to the development of gas masks. Today, its use is banned by international laws. Number 20. Riddle. What famous World War I battle is known for its muddy conditions and massive loss of life, taking place in Belgium? Clue. The ground was so wet and swampy that soldiers and horses often got stuck in the mud. Answer: the Battle of Passchendaele. Brief history. The Battle of Passchendaele, also known as the Third Battle of Ypres, took place between July and November 1917 in Belgium. It is infamous for the terrible conditions, including heavy rain that turned the battlefield into a swamp. Number 21. Riddle. What was the name of the first large-scale global alliance that included Britain, France, and Russia during World War I? Clue. This alliance's name means agreement or understanding in French. Answer: the Triple Entente. Brief history. The Triple Entente was an alliance between France, Britain, and Russia formed to counterbalance the growing power of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. This agreement played a major role in shaping the alliances during World War I. Number 22. Riddle. What new flying machines were used during World War I to observe and attack enemy positions? Clue. They weren't helicopters, but they soared high and sometimes dropped bombs. Answer: airplanes. Brief history. Airplanes were used in combat for the first time during World War I. Initially, they were used for reconnaissance, but later, they were armed with guns and bombs, giving rise to aerial dogfights and the first fighter pilots. Number 23. Riddle. What nickname was given to the first British tank used in World War I? Clue. It was called this because it looked like something that could carry water. Answer: the landship or water tank. Brief history. The first tanks, introduced by the British in 1916 at the Battle of the Somme, were codenamed water tanks to keep their development secret. These armored vehicles could cross trenches and barbed wire, revolutionizing ground warfare. Number 24. Riddle. What method of communication was often used to send messages quickly across battlefields in World War I? Clue. It involved flying messengers with feathers. Answer: carrier pigeons. Brief history. Carrier pigeons were used during World War I to deliver messages when radio communications were unreliable. These birds often flew through dangerous conditions and are credited with saving lives by delivering critical information. Number 25. Riddle. What was the name of the German strategy to quickly defeat France at the start of World War I? Clue. This plan involved invading Belgium to outflank French defenses. Answer: the Schlieffen Plan. Brief history. The Schlieffen Plan was Germany's military strategy to avoid a two-front war by quickly defeating France through Belgium before turning to fight Russia. The plan failed due to Belgium's resistance and the rapid mobilization of Allied forces. Number 26. Riddle. What major treaty ended World War I in 1919? Clue. It was signed in a famous French palace. Answer: the Treaty of Versailles. Brief history. The Treaty of Versailles officially ended World War I on June 28, 1919. It imposed harsh penalties on Germany, including reparations and territorial losses, which contributed to the tensions leading to World War II. Wow, who knew World War I was filled with such mind-blowing stories and riddles that shaped our world forever? Now it's your turn. What fact or riddle surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, if you love learning history in a fun and interactive way, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an adventure back in time. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and your mind sharp.